Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking on this if that's what you've done and you've started watching it. If you couldn't tell by the name of the channel, my name's Charlie and I fail at beauty. We're going to get on to that a little bit more later on, but the first thing I kind of wanted to do is explain my absence. I haven't posted any videos in a while. I know it's been really bitty and I keep saying that I'm going to post more often, but stuff just keeps getting in the way. And I'm probably going to say a lot because I've not scripted this at all. I am doing this completely off the cuff and my head's a little bit jumbled, so it's going to take a bit of time for me to process it all. So sorry in advance if all of the ums get on your nerves. To give you a little bit of a breakdown of why I haven't posted anything for a while, I guess I'm just going to come right out and say it, is my mental health. I have had problems with depression ever since I was 14, 15. I kind of know what triggered it all. It was just a series of really rubbish things, and I'm not going to go into it all because that's the past and that's kind of my history, and I'm not ready to kind of go too personal on this channel just yet. But who knows, maybe in time I'll kind of open up a bit more about it. But just the last few weeks I've really been like struggling again. I've been on and off medication for a few years now. And this most recent time I've been off medication for like 3 months maybe. And it all kind of came to a head a few weeks ago. Well, I suppose it really came to a head on Thursday. But yeah. So for those of you that don't know what I do as a job, as well as being a mum to my 2 boys, I'm also a carer. So I'm a domiciliary carer, which basically means I go into people's homes and I help them with things, you know, whether it be helping them with dinner in the evenings or helping them with laundry, just kind of general day-to-day things. But part of my role is also helping families with someone who is terminally ill. And very recently one of my terminally ill clients passed away, and as I've only been doing this job since April, he was the first of my clients to pass away, and it hit me a lot harder than I anticipated. But alongside that, there have been other things just kind of mentally. Like I said, I've been off the medication for a while now, so kind of a big slump was gonna happen sooner or later. So I went to the doctors on Thursday. They've put me back on antidepressants and they've signed me off for the next 2 weeks, which I guess kind of made me feel like a bit of a failure, like I was letting people down. And I hate the feeling of letting people down. It absolutely destroys me. So I've spent the last sort of couple of days being quite upset and crying a lot, and I've got a banging headache as a result. But, you know, my family have been really supportive, as have my friends. Everyone's been really good. I did say that I was going to take a break from like social media. And by that I meant like going on Facebook and things like that. Just there's so much negativity out there in the world at the moment, and I know that shutting myself off from what's going on in the world isn't necessarily the best idea, because you need to know what's happening in the world. It's because it's happening, you know. I know that sounds really stupid, but I just decided that it was time to take a little bit of a break. So yeah, here I am today, filming a video. If I'm honest, I don't really know why I'm doing it. I guess I'm doing it because I do enjoy it. It's fun and I'm just trying to distract myself from the shit going on in my head at the moment. And just before anyone says it, I'm not doing this for any kind of attention. I'm not saying this for any particular reason other than just to kind of put it out there. And I don't know, maybe one of you guys are going through something similar, and it'd be nice for you to realise that you're not alone. You're not the only one going through something like this. And I know my problems aren't even close to what some other people might be going through, but I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling now, I know, and it's probably really boring and everyone's going to have clicked off this video by this point, but I promise there's some more fun coming up. Yeah. So yeah, they've put me back on the pills for now. I've got to go back in a couple of weeks for them to see how I'm doing, and they've referred me to like a counselling service and things like that, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to start, I'll feel like better and be able to start posting a bit more. For that, and also don't forget, she says, having just said she's staying off social media for a while, I do have my Twitter and I do have my Instagram, which will be linked down in the description box, so feel free to follow me on there. I tend to post kind of when I'm filming or when I'm uploading or stuff like that, or I will ask for ideas or anything that you guys might want to see. Now I've kind of got that part out of the way, let's get on to the fun stuff, shall we? The actual makeup, the thing that you've probably clicked on this to actually see. Now I'm going to go for a look that I would have done sort of around about the year 2000, so I know, such a long time ago. Now, as I've said in videos before, my relationship with makeup has been quite a strained one, so really and truly when I was at high school, the only reason I would really wear makeup was to fit in with my friends, or if like there was a school disco or something, but I had my favourite look, I suppose, and this is what I'm going to do, the thing that I did time and time and time and time again. So, very basic. As you will have seen in the thumbnail, I've got 4 products in my hands. I didn't use foundation just because my mum had always told me that it clogs up your pores and it makes you spotty, and as a teenager I was really lucky in that I had actually quite clear skin. I very rarely broke out, and so to me the thought of putting something on my skin which would make it clogged up, which would then lead to spots, was just the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Heaven forbid I turn up to school with a spot on my face, and I'm sure that's something that all teenagers go through at one stage or another. So it was mostly eye makeup, and yeah, well, you'll see in a minute. Right, so the first thing that I would always start with, hold on a minute. Another note that I would also make was I was never about branded makeup. I was never about the brands. It would always be whatever was the cheapest. So I've literally just been shopping this afternoon and I bought the cheapest of these 4 things that I could find. None of them are name brand except for one, which is a brand that I suppose a lot of teenagers in the UK would know because it's known for being fairly inexpensive. The rest of which are all Natural Collection, which is a brand that Boots make. I will try and put like descriptions of each item and the prices and links and stuff down below, just in case any of you would want to copy this, although I don't know why anyone would want to copy this, because as you'll see it's going to look pretty horrific. And also, instead of having to use my Swamp Girl palette as a mirror, I've actually gone out and bought a mirror. I know. What is the world coming to? I've actually bought a mirror now, so I'll be able to use this little thing for those who want to know. This camera. It was like £4.50 from Wilkinson's. Bargain. I am all about a bargain. As much as I love my high-end makeup, I'm still about a bargain. So, take my glasses off. This was another thing. When I was a teenager, I did not have a good relationship with my glasses. It sounds a really stupid thing to say, but at every opportunity I would take them off and I would not wear them. Luckily, when I remove my glasses, I'm not as blind as a bat, but still, it wasn't good for my eyes, and as a result, my eyes probably aren't as strong as they could have been, but who knows, the optician always seems happy when I go in to see them, because I do actually wear them now, because now I genuinely don't care if people see me in glasses, they're a part of who I am. So, the first thing would always be mascara. This is, once again, I've not bought any of the brands that I would have bought at the time, just because I don't remember what a lot of them were, because I wasn't that bothered about makeup. I literally had like 4 or 5 items that could have been from anywhere. So I've just bought the cheapest that I could find this afternoon. So this is Natural Collection Lash Build Mascara. Focus. There we go. And it's just black mascara. What more could you need? Because I'm naturally quite fair, my lashes, I don't know if you can see if I get close, my lashes don't look very long, but actually when you get mascara on them, they're actually quite long. Get rid of all the excess product. Right, here we go. See, look, you can see already. Oh, I probably made a right mess up of that. I didn't bring any cotton buds. And I would always pile on the mascara. Put on as much as possible. So I would usually end up with really spidery lashes, but I don't know if this product's gonna give me the same look that I would have had at that time. Sorry, I'm probably pulling the weirdest faces. But I think all women do, don't we? We all pull really like weird faces when we're putting on mascara. There, look. My eyelashes are quite long when it comes down to it. So I love mascara. Mascara has always kind of been a staple that I've always had. But this one was like £2.50, I think. It was very, very inexpensive. The next product was eyeliner. Now, I know I've spoken before about black eyeliner, like under my eyes, but in the year 2000, I wasn't quite into that phase yet. So I would always go for, and I can't believe I've actually found it, I didn't realise it was still a thing. It was always blue. Like a blue coal, is that how you say it? Pencil. This one's just Barry M. Kohl pencil. It's blue. The shade was, I don't know what shade it is. Does it say on the pencil? It doesn't actually say what shade it is, but yes. And I would always just put it on my waterline. I would never do, I didn't even know that eyeliner on the top was a thing, because it wasn't something that my mum ever did. She only ever really puts eyeliner kind of on her waterline. So, and I was always told if I wore blue, it would always make my eyes stand out. And my eyes have always been kind of my favourite feature of my face, so I always wanted to play them up as much as possible. So, blue eyeliner pencil. Oh my god, what am I thinking? Sorry for anyone that has a weird thing about eyes. I just realised I've got some mascara under my eyes. So yeah, blue eyeliner. Wow. I can tell you this is probably never going to get used again. As I said, this was Barry M. It was only like a couple of quid, it wasn't expensive at all, so if anyone wants it, I'll try and find out how much it was. As we were talking about the year 2000, I can't believe I'm about to do this. Obviously, the year 2000, everything was all about being futuristic and all of this wonderful stuff. So, of course, about everything I owned was silver. That included my eyeshadow. Once again, this is Natural Collection. Oh, it's upside down. Natural Collection and from Boots, and it's in the shade Fine Silver. Now, back in those days, it was a simpler time. You would either use those sponge double-ended applicators, or you would use cotton wool buds, or me, in my case, I would always use my fingers. Didn't believe in makeup brushes, so I just used my fingers, and it would literally just be on the lid. Oh God, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I haven't done eyeshadow in forever. I don't normally wear much eyeshadow anyway, so God, this is so horrible. So no primer, no foundation, no nothing, just generous helping. Very, very, very generous helping of some eyeshadow. Just kind of up to the crease. This eyeshadow is not very dark though, is it? I'm trying to get as much as I can onto my fingers. I must look so ridiculous right now. 30-year-old woman with silver eyeshadow. So I wonder. So you're all thinking, but Charlie, what kind of event would you use this for? This would either be used for going into town with my friends on a Saturday, or even better was going to Cambridge. Oh my gosh. Going to Cambridge on a Saturday morning on the bus or on the train was my favourite thing to do with my friends. Or, even better, be like the school discos or a birthday party or something. Okay, so that's the eyes done. Don't they look fab? Right, so there would be one thing left to do, to put on, and that was lip gloss. So once again, Natural Collection, just clear lip gloss. I never bothered with fancy colours, nothing like that. I could never, just couldn't be bothered with colours, so it was always clear gloss. And you remember that feeling? It always used to make your lips go up, make them feel all sticky, so I have a funny feeling this is going to be really, really sticky, but we shall see. I'm really dreading this. This says it's vanilla. That doesn't smell like any vanilla that I've ever tasted. But here we go. Oh my god, it's so sticky. Actually, I say that, it's not that bad. But your lips had to be as glossy as possible. So you'd layer it on and layer it on. But really you'd just be pushing the product around. Oh, how young and naive we were. So yeah, that's it. My 4-piece what I wore in high school. Really and truly, like, I mean, come on, look at those eyes. Look at those eyelids. They look ridiculous. And look at the glossy lips. Let's just say I will not be rocking this look outside. I will be wiping it off as soon as the camera goes off. So, tell me, how did you wear your makeup in high school? Did you keep it minimal, or did you pile it on, or did you use colours that you wouldn't even dream of using now? I know for a fact I would never use blue eyeliner ever again. I tend to stick to, if I'm going to wear eyeliner on my waterline at all, tends to be black, and I don't do top lid eyeliner at all. But yeah, my main goal was for the makeup to be as cheap as humanly possible, and I think all of these 4 items were probably, definitely, I'm pretty sure they were all less than a tenner combined. Oof, yeah. I've got to say though, the mascara surprised me. The mascara wasn't too bad, so I'll probably keep hold of that, but these 3 items will maybe be chucked in the bottom of my makeup case and never used again. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and making it this far. I know the beginning might have been a little bit boring for some of you, but if you've made it this far, thank you very much. Please feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of today's video. If you have a chance, please do hit that like button because it really helps me out. And if you want to see more from me, please definitely click that subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it so that you can get notified whenever I post anything new. I really am going to try harder to post more frequently, I promise. It's, like I said, it's just the last few weeks have just been a little bit tough. So fingers crossed I'll be able to post something again soon. And yeah. As I said at the start of the video, down below will be my Instagram and Twitter links. Feel free to drop me a follow or whatever. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all soon. Bye.